Just want to quickly shout out all of our partners and thank them for the support. Enhanced CBD, Performance Box Supplements, Fortis Fightwear, Boca Jewelry, and Core Hand Wraps. We really thank you for the support. We've got codes and links to all of them, and we'll post them with the episode link.
I got so much motherfucking design on.
Break it down, bring it back, make it clap. 3 old thoughts, new guap, you heard that thing. Bitches on my line, and you know they
Hello and welcome back to the Liverpool Groove. Today we've got a very special episode for you. So today we're joined by CEO of a charity called MMA Rap. It's Johnny Buffong, and it's, as I say, it's a very special episode. So MMA Rap is a charity that works with people from disadvantaged backgrounds and also those who have disabilities, and helps them get involved in MMA and in boxing. And it's a really fantastic cause. It's something we think is absolutely brilliant. So we're absolutely delighted to have Johnny join us today.
It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much. So, I say, what you said there, you hit it on a nail on the head. And obviously, I'm very passionate for what I do and helping out young people. And not just as a sport, as you can see, but obviously MMA as a community. So, thank you very much for having me on board.
No, more than happy. Can't say something we're really interested in it, and it's a pleasure to have you on. So, just what was the inspiration behind the creation of MMA Rap?
Well, it was like, well, being involved in the industry for a long time, and back to the days of cage rage. I'm seeing people, especially those who are from disadvantaged backgrounds or mainly disabled, was watching the shows, but wasn't really getting too much engaged because I can feel the energy of the separation, and just asking certain questions. Would you like to get involved? What is it? What brings you here? And so many so forth questions, and that's where I just brought up this idea and thinking, well, you know what? This to help reduce this. There's a lot of people out there that face discrimination regarding the colour of their skin, but also because of disability. And not all disabled people, disabled conditions is visible. So, January will be the 10th anniversary of MMA Rap, and we just continue to help out those people from disadvantaged backgrounds. I'm not saying I'm here to change the world, but as a sport of MMA it's a grand sport. There's some great figures out there. So I just want to make it as a community and make it accessible for those who's visually impaired, blind, deaf, and so forth. So
yeah, absolutely. And can you talk a bit about your introduction to MMA? I know you mentioned cage rage there and sort of the effect that it's had on you to make this pursuit even more pursuitable, I guess.
So if you can repeat the question, please. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm just asking, can you talk about your introduction to the sport? I know you mentioned cage rage and obviously the effect it's had on you as well.
Yeah, cage rage, obviously, you can say now I'm old school. I'm one of the old school guys. So, was it Ian Freeman, Mark Epstein? There's so many guys from the old school time. But no, I was heavily, I played a part of that as well in the cage rage days. But again, away from that, it's just, we're getting older. Well, I'm getting older, and you look at things differently. And it's always great to receive, but what about giving? And I've been in mixed martial arts for a very long time, over 10 years of knowledge of it. And why should I take it to the grave with my hands? So why can't I just share it out to those who else can benefit from it? And again, the company has helped so many people within the last 9 years, and this is why I continue to do what I'm doing. Again, the organisation is set up. Excuse the background noise. Sorry. The CIC Community Injured Company is set up so that as an enrichment and empowerment. People do get confused sometimes. They think, coming to MMA Rap, can I get graded? Can I get belts and so forth? Can I go to competitions? Well, that's not what we're about. That's not our ethos. It's really about enhancing people, empowering them, and especially when those, facing employability or facing exams. MMA has helped a lot, and a lot of amount of people throughout the years, and this is why I stand what I do. And as you can see, the rap, the reform and progression is what it's really about. The MMA is the vehicle.
Yeah.
boxing, kickboxing, tai chi, grappling, jiu-jitsu. That's just the vehicle. The rap is actually the core of what we do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
excellent.
I mean, the sport, it doesn't just discriminate. You see all kinds of people in it, all kinds of fighters. I mean, I think there's a fighter out there who has one arm, you know what I mean? And, he does well. And I think the biggest thing in MMA is that it does boost your confidence in yourself. And that's what I think a lot of people need these days as well, is confidence in their abilities.
Yeah, absolutely. So here in Liverpool, we've there's a guy, I don't know if you've heard of him. He's called Billy Moore. He has something here called the Inclusive Hub, and he does something very similar to what MMA Rap's doing. His brother's got autism, so he gets him involved, and it's a really great thing. It's something very similar to yourself. Why is it so important to you to help those from disadvantaged backgrounds and those with disabilities get involved in the likes of MMA and boxing and things like that?
To me, because I've paused because I've faced racism, and I've got disability myself. So, and obviously I'm getting older, and if I can adjust, improve, make people more aware, not to be so naive, and knowing that this sport, just like any other sport, now I'm not condoning any other sports, but for myself as MMA, this sport has empowered so many people. It's definitely empowered me. And I'm sure it's empowered so many other elite professional MMA combatants out there. So I've just chosen MMA, and I've seen the transformation that it's had on people. For those who go to certain classes, jiu-jitsu or karate or so forth. So the whole term martial arts is great. I'm very passionate for the MMA sector to become as a community. So you mentioned your friend up in Liverpool. I'd love to meet him in person or at some point in the stage, because again, there's a lot of stars out there and they're doing great. And it's not an easy, the journey of an MMA combatant is not easy. But I want us as UK people, British people, to become as a community, just like football, just like tennis and cricket. It's a community. We should have one here.
Absolutely.
And sorry to interlude. It's been a pleasure, to be on your guys' platform, because again, we are a community. There are people like ourselves that that may not become UFC champions or Bellator champions, but we still are champions by helping someone else grow. And that's how I see it.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen that. I don't know if it's sort of your motto, but we rise by helping others, and obviously that's what you're trying to do with this, clearly.
Yeah, definitely. So of course you've got MMA fighter Darren Stewart. He's doing a bike ride to raise money and awareness for MMA Rap. Can you just talk a bit about Darren and how he came onto the project?
Yeah, with Darren, he's an amazing guy. I say he's amazing, not because of what he's doing for MMA Rap, but just as in person. He's fighting his own battles at the moment in the terms of becoming fitter, becoming better, and so forth. But for him to reach out to MMA Rap, to myself, and say, you know what, I love what you guys do. I can definitely resonate. And I know there's many more fighters out there that want to do it. It's just obviously timing, but obviously Darren's chosen no better timing than just before Christmas. It's tough for everyone, on some people financially, but he's taking his time out. He's taking his time out to do this cause for MMA Rap, to raise, not just for me, it's raising the awareness for people who do have disabled conditions from different disadvantaged backgrounds, to show guys, you know what, this is a great cause. These guys who are going through these sessions with the programs are becoming something special to me. And yeah, he's taking up his time and doing it on Wednesday, the 22nd of December. Not too sure what time, or if it's a morning session, or morning ride, or evening ride, but I can always update you on that later towards the time.
Yeah.
So you mentioned it there, obviously. So it's a bike ride he's doing on the 22nd, isn't it? Yeah. And so that must be, obviously, that must be absolutely huge for MMA Rap, having someone like Darren involved. We've had him on here before. We know he's a great guy. So really pleased that he's reached out to yourselves and wanted to get involved in the project.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like I said, he didn't have to. He didn't have to. He can go somewhere else. He could be doing training. I know he loves a TikTok and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could be posting stuff on TikTok and whatever. But no, it is really amazing. Obviously, being in London, they're riding from Stratford to Richmond and back. So starting at Stratford Olympic Park. So it's all on an app called Komoot. Once you follow the app, but it'll be on there. I'm going to do my best to attend, let alone do the journey. But yeah, like I say, you know, I'm very, very humble. Excuse me the background noise. I've just come out of a gym session, so I'll put it on mute for a second.
So has Darren been able to get over to the gym and meet some of the people in there?
Yeah, go on. Do you know what? I really thought the 12th was a Monday. Do you know that? I'd have been set up properly. I'd have a little bow tie and stuff. You guys caught me off guard, but never mind. This is the beauty of life. No, like I said, Darren, like I say, what I want as well is, you know, to engage with more combatants. You know, professional martial artists, whether it's MMA, jiu-jitsu, or whichever. I really want to, you know, want them to be behind us because of obviously the ethos of what we do. And it's helping many, many people out there. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So you mentioned obviously working with some more combatants. Is there any in particular you would like to have working on the project and raising awareness, or is it just whoever would, you know, come forward really?
The question again, sorry, about coming forward?
Yeah, you mentioned obviously working with more fighters and that in the future. Is there any in particular you would like the opportunity to work with?
Well, yeah, the elite stars, you know. I know they're getting recognised for what, you know, the great work they're doing and the great achievements in and out the cage. I don't have anyone in particular. I don't know. I'm saying there's probably so many names, but just the guys who, you know, who are on the stages of UFC, Bellator, One Champion, just those guys to recognise that what we do, and you know, just help and support what we do. Because again, these people that we engage with, they've got their own demons, and it's very difficult, you know, especially of, you know, whether you're black or white or Asian, being that, and then you're discriminated. And then you want to find employability, but you're not getting any work because of your condition. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
And some people know who's been, you know, in a combat sport long enough that MMA has changed their lives. So what I'm asking, if you guys can come out, step forwards, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and so forth, and just basically support. If you want to donate, you know, a percentage or a pound from your purse, I really appreciate it as well. Sorry to blabber on. I know that there's a guy. Felix the Hammer, fights at London Shoot Fighters. You know, he's donated before. I appreciate it. I'm sure he'll be donating again. There's a lot of guys from London Shoot Fighters who's donated, and I really appreciate it. I'm not asking you for your whole bank details, not at all, but any money that comes towards the company, it helps for more free sessions to put on. Also, it's up training the skills for the coaches as well. So there's a lot of things that go into MMA Rap. We're not just a company that just teaches mixed martial arts. We're far more than that. And it's to see the next generation appear and to be happy for themselves and, you know, give them better opportunity. All right, boss, wait there. Sorry.
No,
so it's about blue. I'm just sick and tired that people are getting employed, ticking boxes just because they're disabled. Not because of their credentials and skills. It's like, yeah, I've got someone disabled. Look, he's disabled, or she's Asian, or she's white. I don't want that.
Yeah,
it's
the wrong message to send.
It's labeling as well. You know what I mean? Oh well, they've got a disability or they're this colour. It's judgment, and that's what it needs to stop. You know, we're all the same. You know what I mean? It's negativity that no one needs or wants.
Absolutely. So we know recently your nephew Michael has recently got his master's in osteopathy. That must be such a proud moment for you and your family. What's his involvement with MMA Rap like?
Do you want to go there? You really want to go there?
Go on.
It's my nephew. He's my nephew. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of him. He's done ever so well, and as you can see, you know, he works with Dillon White. You know, he's doing very, very well in that department as well. And I wish him all the best in his success, because I've seen his journey. You know, starting where he started from to where he's become now. So I'm very, very proud of him. And you know, yeah, his involvement in MMA Rap. You know, he's come on board as well. He's come to some of the sessions, and he's giving his energy, he's giving his time, he's giving his talks, he's giving his discussions to the people that we engage with. So yeah, he's played a massive part in the process and the development of MMA Rap, of where it stands today. And you know, I wish him nothing else but the success for him and others that work with him. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you mentioned there, Dillon White is the a potential then to have Dillon White coming at some point. Is that something that will be sort of worked towards, or you know?
Say it's a good point. I'm very bad with picking out names, but yeah, Dillon White would be a great you know, prodigy or an icon to come down and support. I'm sure he will in his own time. You know, I'm not one to chase people. You know, I have to respect what people are going through. Just because they're on a limelight and you know, the high platform stage doesn't mean that, you know, they've got their own life to deal with. So I'm sure all in time he will come over. I'm sure there's there's some UK MMA combatants, pros that will, you know, probably heard of what we do, and will come and reach out to me. So it's all about timing. It's all about timings. But you know, I do want to reach out to those people, and it'd be really appreciated to have their support as well, with its physically, spiritually, monetary, however, you know, just to show that, you know, what boxing does to the sport is great, just like any other martial arts. But what MMA Rap is achieving is fuller, and will be helping a lot of other people in the near future, because again, you know, there's a new generation coming up, and they do need help.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What would you say to anyone who might be, not in terms of fighters, but just in people in general? What would you say to them who might be hesitant to come down to the gym? Obviously, because I know some people might not be confident. It's in that sort of, you know, setting where there's more people. What would you do to encourage people to come into the gym and work with you?
Well, from certain case studies, not all, because you know, where I train, we do have people who are persons that amputee and have ADHD. All I can say is go and try. You know, it is tough. You know, especially through this pandemic, it's been very, very tough for a lot of people and families. Build the courage up. You know, you can do it. Just sometimes you got to go yourself in the deep end to find if you can swim or not. And if you feel like you're drowning, there's always someone out there who will come and save you. They reach out their hand. It may not be your friends, it may not be your family, but there'll always be someone out there that will reach out and say, you know what, I can help you. And this is all we want to do. You know, so you've got to just keep on going. I've been there for 10 years. It's not something I've asked for. Or I said to myself, yeah, let me help out disabled people. Now I've got a company. I'm thinking, wow, you know, but I actually enjoy what I do. I actually like to see the reformation and progression in the people that the company engages with. And as you know, MMA is a powerful sport. I would just want it to be utilised not just as a sport, but as a community. You know, from London to Manchester, Manchester to Leeds, Leeds to Bradford, all the way down to Cornwall. You know, it's a global sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a global sport, as you know. So just make it as a community, just like football. And you know what I say? I've never, ever, ever heard or faced any racial discrimination in MMA.
Yeah, it's that respect, and that's
You
the
know,
main.
I've never ever heard of it. I'm not saying it's not out there, and if it is, I'm sure it'd be a banish. Not like other sports, but MMA, I've never heard anything racial or anything discriminative towards someone in this sport, and this is why I'm very passionate in pushing this MMA Rap to the edge, because being on this platform, you guys, is a privilege. It's an honor.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, mate. It's a pleasure to have you on and be able to help and support MMA Rap on their journey of, you know, helping those who need and want it, you know.
Absolutely. So, excuse me. What's the mission for MMA Rap going forward?
Can't tell you without. The year's not over yet. No, what's going on? No, the mission is obviously to keep expanding. You know, reach out to as many. Like I say, we're heavily structured in London. We want to reach out as many schools, universities, colleges, and obviously organisations as well as possible, just to reach out. Watch out for our training sessions called a dilemma training. Dilemma is the acronym is what we're thinking: disability, inclusion, learning for empathy, and MMA. No, learning for and MMA, and MMA, yeah. I can send it to you. Sorry, dilemma program training, yeah. It's for coaches, so there'll be a lot of training sessions coming up next year. For those who want to be more aware of working with people with disabled from an MMA perspective. I'm not saying there's not coaches out there that already know this, which I'm sure they are, which is great. I'd like to join you. I'd like to meet who you are as well. But for the future of MMA Rap, we'll be delivering more training sessions for coaches that want the disability awareness, because again, there's a lot of coaches out there that are 6 down in their gradings and expertise, which is great, but they don't have any awareness with working with anyone who's got a disability. This has got to be reduced. I'd like to see more coaches to be acknowledged and to be equipped with working with those who are blind, visually impaired, cerebral palsy. Because again, they've all got different spectrums. Don't just class someone as blind. There's spectrums of blindness. It's like don't just regard someone as black. It's different spectrums of black, as you know. But the point I'm making is I would like to see as many coaches as possible that do get engaged with those who are from disadvantaged backgrounds, because again, they could be traumatized, they could be homeless from before, that they have the awareness. So when they're engaging with these people, they have the ability and confidence to say, you know what, I know what I'm working with. And let's make the session an enjoyable session for the both of us.
Yeah.
Sorry to blab on, James, but you picked the wrong person for talking, mate.
No, it's perfect, honestly.
No, it's cool. But yeah, that's just going forward. And again, just we want to collaborate with as many people and organisations as possible. It's not just about MMA Rap being here and being selfish. We want it all. No, we want to engage with other organisations.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned going into colleges and schools there. Are you surprised that we don't see like MMA in schools, like to be done in PE? Because I think that would be a great thing, to have MMA in schools from a young age. That will help build that confidence from that young age. You know what I mean?
My surprise, I am, but I'm not. Like I said, I've been here a long time now. It's not a British theme, MMA. Boxing, yes. Wrestling, slightly yes and no, because obviously it's in the Olympics. MMA, again, you must understand, it's still a relatively new sport. And I say, as you know, there's the difficulties of not having a governing body, which I'm sure things behind the scenes are emerging, which I'm really looking forward to 2022 and 2023. But yeah, we're in colleges. We've been in colleges. We've been in schools. We've been in universities. We've been in prisons as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things that we've done but not been seen. It will take time. So it's going to happen, But again, us as people, as we speak now, we shouldn't just leave it as a sport. We must bring it to the surface as a community.
Yeah.
As we are on a platform, we must share this and make MMA known for the community that it does for the make MMA known for the empowerment it does for the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
As you know, Liverpool is not everywhere safe. Not everywhere is safe in Liverpool, is it?
No, not at all.
Exactly. But again, having icons like Michael Bisping, Darren Till, who's the latest guy?
Paddy Pimblett.
Paddy. You know what I mean? So you got a great stance there, got a great space there already. So make it as a community.
Yeah,
absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, definitely. And so last one for you then. Can you just let everyone know where they can donate to help the cause, and also where they can follow MMA Rap's journey?
Yeah. You can follow MMA Rap. Hello, as a quality student. Follow MMA Rap on Boston talking, so I've got a boss here as well. MMA Rap on www.mmarap.co.uk. If you follow that, you can go follow the page. You see the donation page. You can also donate to a PayPal account or Just Giving or the Giving Machine. Please find out. Also, please, guys, please follow us on our social media pages, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. You know, really appreciate your support. You don't have to follow us, but even just like us, or even vice versa. If you don't like us, just follow us. But you know, it's not about me. MMA Rap is not about me at all. It's about the people that we engage with, and how, you know, again, like I said, how it's empowering and enriching the young people, and that's got a passion, that want support, that look at stars like, you know, the Bisbeens and you know, even Brad Pickett and Darren Till. You know, they may not become that person as an icon, but give them something to believe towards. That's all I ask for. I'm not asking for your bank account, nothing like that at all. Just asking to support what we can and make us more as a community and make it a wholesome.
Yeah.
So I've blabbed on again, didn't I? I can chat for you.
No, you're okay, mate. This is how we help raise awareness. So I mean, let everybody know where they can go to help, and I think that's the important part. Like you say, you blabbering on, but you're just, you know, informing and making people aware, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, it'd be great. You know, like I said, I'm just passionate. Sorry if I can go on. I'm just passionate because I actually enjoy seeing, you know, it's not even just the young people, it's the parents as well. That when the children go home, it's making a difference in the home as well.
Yeah.
So, and this is the power of MMA. People doesn't really understand the power of MMA, what it does to people, what it does to families, what it does to workforces. It's a powerful movement.
Yeah, it is. It's very powerful. You know, brings everyone together. You know, regardless who you're on, and that's the biggest powerful thing that this sport has. But as you say, let's make a community, you know what I mean? Let's get everyone involved and, you know, help each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Look, money's there. Money's gonna be everywhere. You know, if you want $1 million, you want 2 million. You want 2 million, you want 3 million. It can always go on and on and on. Yeah. But yeah, again, set up your family by all means. You know, it's first and most things, set your family up. But there are people out there that look up to you that you don't know who they are. You know, I've got young people, and I say young people, you know, they're doing their 20s and 30s, that they want to reach out to some of these stars.
Yeah.
Don't know how to, you know. But before I go, if you've got nothing to read, or if you want to do a Christmas gift for Christmas, I've got a book out. It's come out, well, it's been a long time now, over 10 years. It's called Warriors of the Cage. It's an old book, so it's a great book to read. You can also purchase that, I think it's on Amazon. Warriors of the Cage. I believe the website's still there as well, warriorsofthecage.co.uk. And there's some old school fighters. I've interviewed Paul Daly before he became UFC fighter. Same as Brad Pickett. There's some great fighters in there. Melvin Manoff. It just goes on. But if you've got nothing to buy for Christmas, treat your loved one. Warriors of the Cage. I'm the author.
That's good, mate.
Great stuff. We'll
put Michael Bisbee's in there. Even Bisbee's in there as well. When I went to Wolf Slayer back in the day.
All right, okay.
Oh, nice.
No, we are getting old school.
Now you know I'm old school now, yeah? But have I ticked the box now, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Johnny, look, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you today. We're really happy we could help raise a bit of awareness for MMA Rap, and we hope the event with Darren on the 22nd goes absolutely flawlessly, and you get to the target and beyond.
James, Kieran, it's been a pleasure. But Kieran, I like your poster. Why so serious?
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. I love it. I love it, man. But listen, guys, thank you very much. Anything I could do for you guys in the near future, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. And you know, if you want anything, you know where to find me.
Lovely.
Same to you, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, take it easy, pal.
Thank you, man. Yeah.